Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Big Pharma. And boy, did I miss the boat on this one. This was released back in August of 2015, and I didn't hear anything about it. I knew nothing about it. It actually got onto my radar because Steam, every so often I'll look at Steam suggestions. It goes through that whole suggestion queue or whatever it is, and it came up on that, and it's like, you might like this game. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, actually, yeah, I might like this game. So I have played through the tutorials. I kind of understand the game. The tutorials are good for what they are, but I still, I decided off camera to like try and play, there's a free roam or free roaming game. I forget what it's called. Basically a free game where it's like you can just do you just do whatever you want. There's no challenges or anything like that. You have unlimited money and all that stuff. And I started the game up, and then I sat there and I went, so where do I start? That was my initial feeling. I think I've got it down here for the most part. There's still a lot that I'm a little bit leery on, even after going through the tutorials, but hopefully you guys will join along with me and look at this. It's very deep game. It's a very, very deep game. You get very overwhelmed, at least I do, with all the options and everything. So let's start a new game. So like I said, I went through all the tutorials. It doesn't show it here because I'm actually it did show them. Okay, never mind. I take it back. It's synced up. I'm actually playing on a different computer than when I started on, so luckily it all linked up correctly there. And we've got so free build is what I was talking about. You can also do a custom game if you want, which is kind of cool. I should probably dig into that at some point. Not this video, but at some point in the future. This game, just from what I've seen, has the potential to be a series on my channel at some point, maybe. I have way too much on my plate right now, but at least want to take a look at what's going on here. So you got all kinds of different challenges here. You got beginner, you got intermediate, you've got advanced, you got quick start, then you got crippling debt, room to maneuver, full unlock. All these things underneath here are the challenges underneath each one of those. And each one of these is their own map, I believe. So we're going to do the beginners one because that's pretty much where I'm at. And this one here, the first one here is, this tells you your map size and what your starting cash is, and that is for all of them. But the first challenge we have here is to earn a total revenue of $1 million within 10 years, and we start out with 50,000. So let's begin with that. And I'll try to explain it. This is my chief executive officer here. I'll try to explain what's going on as we go here. But first, let's pause because it's going to take me a little bit to explain what's happening here. So this is our production window. This is where we actually build various machinery and connect them with belts and other things like that. And you're going, well, wait. What kind of machinery are we talking about here? Well, we're trying to make pills, basically. And we're trying to gather ingredients. There's a whole list of things. There's cures that we can do. So I'll try to explain some of this. First of all, we'll start off in the, I guess we'll start off in the ingredients window. And here are the ingredients we have so far available. We've got this salty jack ear extract. This is how much it costs us to do it, and we can upgrade as we get points, upgrade points, and it gives us discounts on it. And this prompts sleepiness, so it actually gives it's got two things on it. It's got prompt sleepiness and calms acid reflux. So this is considered a negative, the sleepiness. Although if you need a sleep aid, maybe it's not so negative, I guess. But you've got this, and then you've got the acid reflux, which is considered a positive because it's got the green, red versus green here. Right now, it's got a concentration of 13. That comes into play based upon what you need here. So for instance, if I want this drug to calm acid reflux instead of prompting sleepiness, I would have to get as it says here, the concentration up between 16 and 18, which is where these green bars lie. And there's various ways to do that. We'll see that in a moment. And then this one over here, it's got inflamed skin or treats diabetes. Probably want the treats diabetes portion of it. But for that, we have 6 concentration. It looks like we need less than that. We need down into this range here. The active range is 1 to 5. See, I did this wrong. This one here is 15 to 19. And then this is the upgrade. There's a lot of tooltips, and depending on where you roll over is where you get the tooltips. So this one here, we need a 1 to 5 for this to be active. And then if we want to upgrade it to where it cures hyperthyroidism, we have to put it through an ionizer and get it up to 10 to 12. And this is a lot of, if there's one, I don't know if I call it a criticism, if there's one piece of feedback I give here is that there's a lot of information buried in plain sight on this page, and it can be very hard to grok when you're trying to figure out what you got to do next and what's going on. The other thing is, I have this selected here. Over here it's telling me what the demand is, and I'll move the objectives out of the way here. So you can see there is a 101% net demand, how much demand there is for the ingredients, which determines the cost, and then the saturation, how much supply capacity is being used, and those kinds of things. So the way I've been playing this, and I don't know if this is correct or not, the way I've been playing this is by taking things with high demand and then making stuff out of it, but I have a feeling that that's probably the wrong thing. I'm thinking maybe you want the things with the lower demand, possibly, but it wasn't quite that clear for that, because it says here it determines the ingredient cost. So if there's a high demand, you would think the cost would be a lot higher. So you would probably want to get something that has low demand, you would think. But I'm not entirely sure. If I go under cures, though, over here we can see that I think 98%, what is this? Net demand, how much people want a cure, right? And then, so this is really where you want to look at, right? So what is this? Supply, number of people who were given a cure in last month, sufferers, and how many are cured. All right, of diabetes. Apparently we're curing diabetes now, which is awesome. But that is, the treats diabetes is like a 98% demand, I think is what that percentage is there. Although it says 0 here. Oh no, net demand is 98. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I don't know why this says 0 and when I roll over it says 98. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll with it. So we probably want to, and then what's the acid reflux guy? What's his demand? His demand is 92%. So people aren't so concerned about acid reflux as they are about diabetes. Oh, see, now updated to 98. I guess it was just a slight problem there when you first come onto the page. So we probably want to pursue the treating diabetes thing, because that is where most of the demand is, and as we pull some of the supply off the market, the price should go down a little bit, those kinds of things. So if I look at this, the treats diabetes, if we go back to ingredients, I believe this one is the one that says that upgrade to alleviate stomach ulcers. Now, which one is it? Oh, this one is the treats diabetes here. So we probably want to bring this in first. Although we're going to pay quite the premium for it, it looks like. What is the demand for this? 120%. So it's in high demand, which means I'm paying probably 120% of the actual cost, I would imagine, something similar to that. And then what we do is we have to get this down to, we have to take this, it's at 6 saturation right now, which means it's not doing anything. None of these ingredients are active. What we have to do is bring it down from where it's at here, down to at least 1 to 5, which should be pretty easy. And then that will be the treats diabetes thing, which will translate into this over here, right? And then that will start to put us down the tree a little bit, where we can say, okay, once we've got that in the bag, we can, if we get an ionizer, which we don't have right away, I don't think, we can get this up to, we have to send it through an ionizer, and then we have to get it up to 10 to 12 concentration. and then it will then cure hyperthyroidism, which doesn't have as much of a demand right now, but it's there. The stomach ulcers is probably the one we'd want to go down next, probably, unless we can find the hypertension, something that does hypertension, which I'll also want to do some research on, which comes to the research tab. Actually, the research tab is where we upgrade to the various the various machinery that we'll need. Right now, we just got the basics. But we'll need ionizers at some point and dissolver. Well, right now we got dissolvers, pill printers, this and this and this. Basic exploration, we'll want to upgrade to ionizers, which that's what the scientist is there. We have to hire scientists for that at $30 a day. And this is also the initial thing of $3,000 and so on and so forth. And any scientist that is idle will earn research upgrade points. Right, so as they're doing stuff, as they're just kind of sitting here, I'll just get some upgrade points that I can then spend on these guys that I already know about, and that will reduce the cost of using the machines every time the machine is used. It'll go from $10 to $9, as you see there. A lot of stuff. If we come back to the ingredients tab, you'll notice down here I didn't talk about any of these undiscovered things. These require explorers. That's the Indiana Jones looking person here. You send explorers off into these various areas, and they will try to find these particular ingredients. So this one does something for your liver. This one does something for your sexual health. This one has something to do with relaxing you. It also has a catalyst on it, and yes, I told you going into this game gets pretty deep. You do have the concept of catalyst, and I'm trying to explain all this right now without actually playing the game because I have a feeling I'm not going to get that far. So I want to try to give you a good a good overview before I dig in here, because I'm probably going to fail horribly as we do this. But catalysts come into play. This one is a green catalyst. This one is a blue catalyst, and it also helps with pain medication. So what is a catalyst? It is exactly what you learned in science class, if you learned it. When you do these things, when you unlock these things, you get different effects that this can have, both positive and negative. Well, one of the positive effects or negative effects will have a catalyst symbol on it. And if you unlock the mixer machine later on, you can mix two of these ingredients together. And in this case, it would be, these two would combine and you would get, I believe, the prompt sleepiness, because it's the larger thing. And the treats diabetes would come over here, and the Calms acid reflux would be in it still. So, and it's based on the positions here. There's also a machine that will change the positions of these things so that they combine better, because you'll need that in order to get, because you have to have in order for the catalyst to work, you have to have the catalyst on this side that you need, and the other component on this side that is the catalyst that also has the same catalyst thing. And then those will combine to make a different, a mutated, I guess you could call it, product, which can have usually beneficial effects. But that is further down the tree. Right now, we got to get ourselves started. The only thing I haven't looked at right now is the company tab, and this just basically gives you the overall view of your company, what products you've made, and this is my rival, Medicorp. I'll be able to see what profits they're making and what products they've made, and so on and so forth, and compare and contrast. We've got 50 grand here. We can get loans if we want to. We also, once we build a product, we'll be able to, I don't know if it's unlocked in this or not, but I know in the free roam or free mode it was, free build, you could do patents and actually patent it, which takes some time. It also costs a little bit of money, I think. And then your rival is not allowed to build that same product, basically. So all those things. All right. Now that we've gone through all that, what I determined while talking to you guys is that we want to grab this guy. So we want to say import. All right. And it brings us back here, and I'm going to click on this. So now this guy will have the pills coming in. They'll be importing from this way. Now I want to I wish it will tell me. Here we go. So we want to treat diabetes with this. So we want to, the concentration is 6 right now, which is not doing anything. None of these are active because you can see the white box here. So I want to get this down 1 to 5 and then to 5 concentration. And this will be treating diabetes. So what we'll do is we'll go to basic and we'll say dissolver, which decreases the concentration by 1. And here's where sort of the Tetris comes into play, because all these things, all these machines have a green arrow that says this is the in box and the red arrow, which is the out box, and you gotta match them all up, mix and match them as you go. You can actually have, which I didn't realize, but you can have belts that cross over one another, and they do work. So I was struggling mightily to get things to line up the way I wanted them to, and then realized I could do it that way. So that's what we're going to do right now, I think. Hopefully we'll see if this works out. So let's try putting this guy here, and then we'll get a belt and we'll say come up here, and then this belt will cross over this way like so. That's not really the way I want it. There we go. Well, we'll get that working in a minute. And then I need to, so this will decrease it by 1. That will give me what I need back. So we want to have I think it's under makers here, a pill printer, because obviously in its raw form, it's not going to do any good for anybody. We want to be able to give it to our patients. We want patients to be able to benefit from it. And that is the wrong freaking way. I always do that. Move it. And let's do it this way. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go. All right, and then we'll get the belt going again, and this will be the way out. And why does that? There we go. Nope. There we go. Want that to not look so janky. So the pills will come in this way. They'll go in this way. They'll come out this way. Or the ingredients, I mean, they'll get reduced in concentration. They'll come in here. A pill will be printed, and it will go out to be dispersed, and we should get money along the way. So let us go back to play and see what happens here. So you can see here's the ingredient coming down, and every time one gets ordered, it's $42 away from us. That's going into here, which you can see it's oops, let me not roll over that so you can see what's going on. You can see it moved as one goes in there. The concentration goes down to 5, which treats diabetes, becomes active, and we have a pill that goes out on the other side. All right, cool. So now we have to, before it will let me do anything, we need to name our product. So memory diabeto relief is probably it's rather awesome, but we'll say the anti-sugar intolerance pill of sorta terrificness. And that is our cure for diabetes. Wilford Brimley's gonna come and kick your ass. So now that that's going off, you can see we're actually making some money, which is kind of cool. If I come to company again, we should see that product there now. Yes, current profit, current value, saturation 4 sold per month, and the cure rating is C, no bonus yet on that. That said, what are these guys doing? They have not done anything yet. They're in the red. Okay, cool. So now that we've got that going, if I look at cures, we probably want to start getting down. A competitor
has released a new product.
Right. Okay. What did they release? Gout catcher. Interesting. I don't know what that. What does that do? Prevents gout. Causes pins and needles. Awesome. In case you're wondering, as someone who has suffered from gout, pins and needles is actually less painful than the gout, but not by much. So there you go on that. Anyway, let's go to our ingredients window, and I wanted to go to the cures. So we want to get to stomach ulcers because that's 99% people want that. So we have acid reflux. What does acid reflux? Who does the acid reflux here? I think it's this other one, right? Calms acid reflux. Okay, this guy. So, well, we need to import him, but we don't have any space in order to import him. So we're gonna have to buy some more space here, like this down here. There we go. And we're gonna go here, and we're gonna say import this guy. There we go. And I'm gonna pause for a minute.
A competitor has released a new product.
Right. I'm going to pause for a minute. You don't have to pause, but I'm just pausing because I want to be able to get some kind of leg up here. Wart beater. Wow, that's awesome. All right, so we got this one coming in here. We need, what do we need for this? Because the reason I like to pause it is because it takes me a while to read up on things here. So what do we need for acid reflux? We're at 13 right now for concentration. We need to get to 15. So we're going to need at least two machines. Let's go back here. And I could, yeah, well, this pill printer will be fine on its own. You know, you can find a way to make all these things link up so that you're being efficient with the space, but I just say, screw it. Let's just make this, let's be as simple as we can for right now. So first of all, I need to use the evaporator. I need 2 evaporators because we want to increase the concentration by 2, and each one of these does it by 1. So we'll grab an evaporator here, and we'll put another one right there, and then we will grab a pill printer, and we will put it right like that. Actually, that works. We'll flip it this way. We'll flip it this way. Why not? And just have it go up like that there. And then we'll get some belts and connect all the things like so and like that. And have this come down there and have that go up there. Excellent. And all those things. So if we start again, I should see this. We should see this come in, increase the concentration by 1. So go from, what, 13 to 14, right? Let's see. Yeah, 13 to 14 on that one, as you can see on the right-hand side there. And then this should take it to 15. Yep, so we got calms acid reflux now. And that will then allow us to, we'll print that out as it is, as it stands. And that will give us some more money once that is printed out, and we have to make sure that we name it too as well. So I'm kind of waiting for that right now. Just waiting for the naming to go. I can fast forward if I want to, but I want to wait a little bit. Acid Buster. Acid Buster is awesome, but I think we should call it the Acid Annihilator, and then annihilate. I don't think I spelled that right. Oh well, it's close enough. I need an in-game spell check is what I need. All right, so that is good there. If we go back to cures, so in order to get to the stomach ulcers, which is where we want to be, we need to upgrade this with an evaporator. We need to get it to, and then we also need to get it to 16 to 18 concentration. Do I have an evaporator? That is the question right now. Yes, I do. It increases concentration by 1, which is good. So let's pause for a second so I can catch my breath here. So this down here is putting it up to 15. We need to get it to 16 in order for it to cure that other thing, to upgrade and cure the other thing, which will... So the way this works, and this is always going to trip me up, and I'm sure it's going to trip you guys up. I'm actually going to have to put 2 evaporators down. Now you think, well, 1 evaporator is going to increase the concentration, right? Well, not if it upgrades the cure. That's the thing. If it upgrades the cure, it does that function. It doesn't do its other function. So you have to actually have two of them there in order to compensate. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure why they did it that way, but it's something that the tutorial does talk about, and it's something that I will always forget. But it's still necessary. So that's it. What we can do here is we can get two more. So we got these two evaporators here. If I go and put another evaporator down, and we'll put it over here, like so, like that. And then we'll put another one this way, like that. We'll take this belt, and we'll get rid of this. Make it go this way. Actually, you'll have to get rid of that and just do it that way. Do it like that, do it like that. And then come on up this way. You can, you know, hold down the mouse button too. I've just been trying to be pretty about it, but it's it doesn't really matter. There's not much else that's going to go in this little area. All right, so if I've done this correctly, this should get upgraded, and we should get a even better cure out of here. So let's hit play and see what happens. So these things should go in here, and no, I think have I done something wrong? That is the question. Oh, nope, okay. Alleviate stomach ulcers. Okay, so here's the problem. This is the thing I forgot. So we got it to upgrade to alleviate stomach ulcers now, which is good. These things coming out are doing that, but our active range for that is, so even though I got it up to 17, which is or 16, which is what it needed to be in order to be upgraded. It needs to go through the machine, and it needs to get to a certain concentration to get the upgrade. Now that it's upgraded, I have to actually downgrade the concentration so that it goes into the active range for alleviating stomach ulcers, which is 8 to 12. In the meantime of doing that, it's also going to end up activating the sleepiness. So there's going to be a side effect to it. Can't really do anything about that yet because I don't have any machinery in which to get rid of the side effect. So this is where we want to be. We want to be in here. So I got to get this down to at least 12. We're at 17 now. I wonder, did it upgrade over here? Or is it only upgrading in here? Yeah, it's only upgrading in there. All right. So we're up to 17. So now I gotta get enough machinery in here to reduce it back down to 12, which means I need to take 5 concentration off of it at least 5. So that means we need 5 dissolvers along the way here. So we can do, let's see how I can stack this up a little bit. So if I do it, this is gonna be fun here. This is where I said the Tetris comes into play here. I can have this guy go. So first of all, let's get rid of these, right? Because they're not going to do us any good. It's just going to end up being a sugar pill at the end of the day because it has nothing in it. So So we want the dissolver. We'll put it here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Once I get this around here. All right, and then we'll get the belts connecting it. So that one, 2. Oh man, I'm messing these belts up left and right here. Let's get rid of that. This guy. Come on, guy. Oh, I gotta get the belt selected again. Like that. Like that. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Okay. I'm looking at it like, what? This doesn't look right, but it is correct. And then like that. And then this guy. should be getting things. I'm not gonna connect him up here yet, but we should have the effect that we want by this point. So let's hit play and see what we get for our troubles. In fact, we'll do fast forward here. And there we go. Rolling through there. Quickly now, quickly. And I'm waiting for one to at least get into the last one there. There we go. Move along, move along. All right, we'll go back to play. And then we'll see.
Invalid position.
Yeah. Then we'll see. All right, cool. So the alleviate stomach ulcers is active now. Excellent. So that's what we want. So now we can go print the pill for it. So I'll go grab this belt and bring it along here, like so. And there you go. There you have it. We should now, on the other side of this, get a pill that alleviates stomach ulcers, which is what a cure that people are looking for. I think. No, wait. Did I do this wrong? Comms acid reflux. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. No, it's the game changed the order which I'm looking at things. This is the first one we had here. I don't know why it changed the order like that, but I guess it's because I was working on this one. So yeah, 99%. This is what we want. Alleviate stomach ulcers, and then if we had an autoclave, or if that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. We could get the appetite suppressant, which is a biggie, but we don't have that yet. We're going to have to do some upgrades to get to that. In the meantime, let's go to our ingredients.
Product name required.
Right, let's go name this guy. Stomach sore relief, huh? Let's try the stomach S-T-O-M-A-C stomach unbuster. There you go. I am so good at naming stuff. All right, I need to liver and sexual health. What are we looking at for cures here? We're looking at, so we got blood. The liver over here is gout. We need blood, a blood cure, I think. So is there, oh, that's wrong one. It's wrong one again. Blood, sexual health, liver, relaxants, pain, blood. Okay, so we need 3 explorers to go for this. So let's hire 3. And we'll send them over here to do their thing. In the meantime, let's go to the research and let us, how many do we need? So what do we need next? That's a good question. Let's look at cures again. We need a ionizer, I think. Or an autoclave. What? How do we get to that? Where is that at? Desert, pill printer, ionizer, drug packer, creamer. Where the heck is that thing at? Oh my god, it's all the way up here? Okay, so we're not getting to that anytime soon. So I should probably get to the next one over here, the ionizer, which is over there. And we just need, we need 1 scientist working for 3 months on that. So let's hire a scientist and assign them to that, and hopefully we will get to that shortly. Also, I might as well, since it's $30 a day, $3,000 there, I'll have an idle scientist here who is just giving me some research points for the moment. And I think what are we doing as far as our company is concerned? How's our balance sheet looking? There's a lot of red. There's a lot of red in our balance sheet. We are not turning a profit. We are losing 1,100 and is that? Yeah, that's a red number. So that's losses. We are 128 in the hole pretty much right now. Our operating profits for margin. We're operating at a margin of 22%. Which is not the greatest of things. Oh, this is our loan. Okay, so they gave us a loan for 50 grand that we're still paying off. I get it. It's hard sometimes to read some of these things. So we are going to need we're going to need more stuff. We're going to need to upgrade and all those things. I have to get to $1 million, I think. So the other thing we could do to kind of speed things along a little bit is to make more pill printers. That would help speed this along a bit and all those other things. So I could actually probably put another pill printer like over here and have this sort of branch off. Although I don't know if that's... I guess that'll work because the game, I think, automatically determines which way to go based upon which one is free and not free, I think. So I could do that. Let's do Maker's pill printer. Let's try this out and see if I can do it. If I can shove it in here anyway. So we'll put that maybe right here. And then we'll get a belt and connect that up. Hopefully. There we go. And that should work the way I think it's going to work. Maybe? No? Maybe not? Let's try this again. Let's get this belt again. Yeah, okay, that's working now. So, the problem is this is not hooked up over here. That would be a problem. Let's hook that up right now. There we go. There we go. So now we're making double the speed on those. Although this, every time we use this, it's another $20 off. So it's kind of balancing itself out a little bit, hopefully. What are we doing as far as cures go? So we could do the cures hyper... Well, we don't have an ionizer yet, so we can't do that. We do have a research point available. So we will upgrade... What do we have the most of right now? We have... How many we have mostly evaporators, right? So if I go here, I should reduce the cost of the evaporators, because that will help out a little bit. It's only by $1, but it's still significant in that regard, I'd say. And ingredients. So we are very quickly running out of money. quite quickly running out of money. So this is NG right now. I think what I'm going to do is fire a couple explorers once they're done here, which they are almost done. There we go. All right. So let's fire 2 of them. There we go. We'll just leave 1 on the docket, which I think will be fine. Yeah, now we're positive again. All right, we got positive flow. Sweet. So they did they finish? Did they finish? Yeah, it's up here, right? This thing. So this it induces nightmares. Awesome. Upgrade to treats angina, which I think is the thing that we've unlocked here, right? Because we got the blood thing. Where's the blood thing? There it is. So we can do relieves hypertension, which is going to give us a lot because 109% demand on that. And then we can get angina later on if we need to. In more ways than one. But we need an ionizer for that, so it's a good thing I'm researching the ionizer.
Research complete.
Speaking of, cool. Unlocks ionizer. Sweet. All right, so we got the ionizer going for us. I'll keep the scientist that I have because we're still making some dough. And now we've got the ionizer, so I can start to upgrade some things. Where is our cures again? So we have the treats diabetes thing going on. We can go and do the cures hyperthyroidism, but it's only 88%. Right now, I think the relieving hypertension would be the biggie, because that's 109% there. But we need to get up into 9 to 13. It looks like. Let's see here. Yeah, we're at 7, so we only need to get it up to 7, 8, 9. 2 more to get that particular benefit, and that will help out tremendously for that. Also, the other thing I can do here is have some of these since we have an explorer working for us, we can start to upgrade some of these that cost a lot of money so that they don't cost quite as much, which we're getting to very shortly here. So anyway, yeah, this guy I want to import, but in order to do that, we're going to need a place to import him. So we're going to have to come on over here and buy this spot. There we go. And we're going to pause for a moment so that I can collect my thoughts. And let's go in here and import that. Sweet. All right. Now that we got that going for us. Can I? There we go. You got to zoom in a little bit to get it. Right, so we got to go up 2 on that, increase the concentration by 2. So let's go here, and we'll say this decreases the concentration by 3. So that's not what we want. We want this. We want 2 evaporators here. So go 1 right there, and 1 right there. And then we'll get ourselves a pill printer. And we'll put him right... Oh, wrong way. Always do that. Put him right there. And then get all the various belts belted up. Like that. And like that. Cool. And now we can hit play. So that should give us... a good boost, I hope, on our stuff, maybe. And we got another research point. So let's upgrade the evaporator again, right? Yeah, let's upgrade this again.
Insufficient upgrade points.
Oh, what? Oh, it takes 2 upgrade points. Oh, well, we almost have 2. Okay, I didn't notice that it went up to 2 there. We do have a point over here, and I think that should go towards
Product name required.
Towards this guy. I think to get a 10% discount. So there we go. We need a product name. All right. Relieves hypertension. We have it. So let's just say memories. Chill out. Chill out, guy. Let's just... yeah, I think that'll work. All right. Name it. Cool. Let's look at company real fast. See what we're doing here. So we're making some product on that. $82. Yeah, I think we're making profits on all these things now. That's cool. We got some money coming in. not nearly enough to work with, but we're doing our thing. We got 2 research points now. So I should be able to upgrade this again. There we go. So it's now saved us a little bit of money, hopefully. And everything else is continuing on here. That's good. Very good. Production line, everything good here? Production line? I believe so. Yep, everything looks fine. So, cures. Where are we at here? So we got the relieves hypertension. We can do the cure for angina if we wanted to. But that's not quite as good as this guy right now. He's got like 109% demand. So I don't want to fiddle with that if I can help it. We got 97% demand on the gout for the liver stuff. So we could go send explorers for that. Let's see how many explorers it takes for the liver thing. Sexual health, liver. This one takes just 1 explorer, which we happen to have. I'm going to wait until he gets us another point, though. I think, well, what's actually, what do I need to upgrade this? It's still 1. This is now 2, right? Okay, so it goes up incrementally like that. Yeah, I should probably wait for 1 more point to come down, and then we'll upgrade. And this guy is pretty cheap as it is. So maybe just, I mean, this would be nice to have less costs on, but this one here is helping us out, so we might as well do a 10% discount on that, which should take about $3 off of it, unless they do me a favor and round it up to $4. That would be great. We almost have that point now. There we go.
New
right,
world
upgrade.
event.
Sweet. New world event. Okay, I have no idea what this is. This is the first time for me. I tackling mental health
A
stigma.
competitor has released a new product.
A government incentive to reduce the stigma surrounding mental health has led to a marked increase in the diagnosis of depression, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. This has led to a higher demand for the products that treat these conditions. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. All right, what did they make? Preg attack. What? Is that an anti? Is that a is that a anti-pregnancy thing? I don't know what that is. Jeez. Oh, that's one more thing I wanted to talk about because I just remembered that looking at it. If I go over to company here, and you see we got MedCorp. This is our person that we're up against, the computer person, right? Yeah, it's female contraceptive. I was going to say, it sounded like that. It's what I could do, and this is the interesting thing. I can actually import one of their products, I believe. I don't know if you can do it in this mode or not, but it did explain in one of the tutorials that you can import one of their products and you can send it to a, or is it one of theirs or one of your own? I forget what it is. I think in the tutorial you import one of your own products, and it's just like everything else, where you import it and then you can send it to a research machine that will break it down into its component parts and give you more information on it. So I don't know if you can do that against these things or not. But I know you could do it against your own products in order to improve your own products somehow. I forget exactly how it works, but there was a tutorial that sort of covered that a little bit. How are we doing on our objectives? We are... Our bars are still very, very, very low here. We do have 2 research points, which is excellent. So, what do I want to... What would be the next thing I would need to upgrade to? I'm not quite sure right now. I don't think there is at the moment. Let's look at cures. I mean, I could try to upgrade to this, but that's gonna take some doing, 'cause that's way up here, right? Yeah, we need we need to hire more well, what is that? I can't tell what that takes because I don't know yet. These take 2 researchers. Open up new opportunities for drug delivery methods beyond simple pills, and that gives you access to the creamer, which reduces the strength of side effects in drugs, which is good. And then a drug packer, which packs multiple identical fish products into a box, which then can be exported. Use less export sockets and store finished drugs in your factory more efficiently. Now, that's interesting too. That's really, really interesting. Before we go down those paths, though, let's upgrade our upgrade our pill printer, so we get a pill bonus, and then we can. What is this? This has 2 on it, so we might as well upgrade our iron. No, let's upgrade our dissolver, since we have that point there. Alright, and anything down here? National headquarters, what does this give me? For researching new infrastructure projects, advanced construction, planning permission. Alright, we'll send a scientist off to look at that while we're thinking about it. And then, is there anything else that has 1 scientist on it? No? No, the rest are 2. Alright, well, we'll leave that other scientist to produce some more research points for me. Alright, so we got them assigned. And our cures are still doing pretty good here from what I can tell. Well, we got 109%. Yeah, everything's still pretty good there. I mean, I could upgrade to the angina thing. The other thing is, too, I could have another pill line come through and just have one that does this and then have the other one that just does the acid reflux, or so on and so forth. So I could have some of the pills come off and become angina pills and some continue on as hypertension pills. I think it might work that way. Not sure if I can just branch off that way or not, or if I have to bring in a whole nother line through the factory or not. But let's see. I think that's so ingredients. So they said mental health stuff, right? So what is this? Liver, relaxants. So I would imagine the relaxants is the mental health stuff. I would imagine like antihistamine. Oh no, psychological antidepressant is probably. So we want to look for psychological stuff, which I'm looking at the wrong place here. So what is this psychological stuff? Desert expeditions. So we probably have to research this desert expeditions before we can get to it. But let's see. Pain, relaxants, liver, and sexual health. Yeah, no. Okay, so it's probably out in one of these desert areas that we can't get to yet. So it's off limits to us. In the meantime, we can look at what else is relatively in demand. It looks like lungs, soothing cough. Is in actually the sexual health. Sexual health is always in demand. That works on multiple ways. So I guess we can go here, and we can send our intrepid explorer off to find us a thing to make us to make us rock solid. And I'll just leave it at that. And let's go into here. All right. And, I should hit play here. Let's let this start to play out a little bit. So we made a little bit of progress. We're making some money. We're not anywhere near the $1 million that we need. But we've got another, we're at 2015 on there. So we got another, I think, when does it end? It was 10 years, right? So we got until 2025. We're only at 2016, it looks like. So yeah, we still got time. Still got time to do things. Oh, this actually has a rollover on it. I've earned $93,000 so far. Okay, all right, but I only have 12,000 to really work with. But it's based on your earnings, not on how much you have left in the bank. Okay, that works for me. That works for me. There's nothing. How about loans? Don't need loans right now, but I just wanted to see what it looked like. I haven't been in that screen at all. You can also change the paint colors and stuff of all your things to make it look a little bit more lively. Like we can get the checkerboard. Let's see what that looks like. Like that. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Do it down here too. Sweet. Yeah, it looks a lot better than that just drab colors that we had there. And
A competitor has released a new product.
You don't say. Diabetes mates. Wilfred Brimley mates. All right, so they're playing catch up with us a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm looking over at the time, and I've been talking with you guys for almost an hour. This is why I feel like this game will probably be this will be a series at some point on my channel once I've cleared up some other things, I would say, because the fact that an hour has gone by and it doesn't even feel like it to me should speak wonders as to the fun of this game and what you can do in it. Like I said, there is a free, there's custom game you can do. There's the free build mode if you don't want any of the challenges to worry about. Like I said, when I went into free build mode, everything is unlocked. Like this whole tree, if you go under like ingredients here, like everything's unlocked already. Cures, everything is well, it's not unlocked, but everything is there that you can
Research
see
complete.
what you need. And research and all that stuff, and so it's kind of you're kind of sort of assaulted by a lot of stuff at once, and you sort of have to figure out where you want to go from there. Which is why I kind of recommend starting with one of the challenges. Obviously go through the tutorials, but starting with one of the challenges, like the basics here, probably helps out a lot better because you can kind of see it's only introducing you to machinery as you go along. It's not driving you down one path or another. It's not pulling you in multiple directions is what I wanted to say. Also, we can get advanced construction planning permission. What does it do? Oh, no, desert expeditions is what we want. So you guys go down there. Also, I have another research point. Thank you kindly, which I think that's the only one I have that I can do 1 point on. So let's do it there. Sweet. Cool. And all those things. So I think I've given you a pretty good look at this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun. I'm really shocked that I had not heard anything about it until Steam recommended it as a recommended game, because this is quite the thing. And in fact, when you look on Steam, there's only about 450 comments on it, and it's all, it's mostly positive. So it seems like this one has kind of slipped under the radar a little bit, if you ask me. But who knows? Who knows at this point? But yes, you can go pick up. This is Big Pharma. It is by Twice Circled and published by Positech Games. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning. It is fully released. It was released back in August of last year. It is $24.99 US on Steam, and there's various other places you can pick it up. All the links, as always, will be in the description. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.